Number three, and probably the most obvious, there is a PG-13 sweet spot. When in Hollywood you follow the money, that's where it leads you to. PG-13 is the moneymaker. If you have a PG movie, it's probably going to feel a little childish, and so you're going to lose some adults, or maybe just one parent takes the kids instead of both of them having to suffer through a child film. If your movie is rated R, it cuts out most of the younger class, and so you lose ticket sales. But PG-13, now that's the sweet spot. A lot of parents are morally flexible, so they'll take their young kids. Teens will definitely show up. Adults still show up because a lot of adults, like myself, don't know how to grow up. And this is where studios make the most money. And I think this is why Hollywood loves Steven Spielberg so much, because I believe he was the one who came up with the PG-13 rating back in the late 80s. And I'll admit, I fall into this trap. There's a movie that looks interesting, and then I see it's PG. I'm going to second guess myself before I watch it. But a lot of times that does me a disservice because some of the best movies made in the last 10 years have been PG. And if it's G-rated, forget about it. No one is going to go to that. In fact, they don't make G-rated movies anymore. I looked. The only G-rated film that came out in 2025 that wasn't a re-release was called Gabby's Dollhouse. Felix, you liked that movie, right? My son's shaking his head no. He's like, Now, I will say, it'll be really interesting to see what the MPAA does with Toy Story 5, because the first two Toy Story films were rated G, and then, surprisingly, the third one was rated G. There was an MPAA spokesperson that came out after the fact and said, yeah, we probably should have given this a higher rating of PG. But they probably just figured, well, let's just stick with what works. The first two movies got Gs. Let's give this a G as well so we get the same types of audiences in. And then even more surprisingly, Toy Story 4 was rated G. In a world where all animated movies are now PG, that just stuck out as the anomaly, as the only G-rated movie out there. And so, yeah, I'm not saying they're going to give Toy Story 5 PG-13. Even if it is a G-rated film, are they going to hike that rating up to a PG to hopefully boost a few more sales? That'll be interesting to see what they do. But I'll never forget, the time where I was most annoyed by how poorly the MPAA rated a movie was Ice Age. Ice Age was rated PG. I don't know if anybody could tell me why Ice Age is rated PG way back when animated films were still primarily G-rated. This is how small my brain is. It just hangs on to that one little thing that probably nobody else on this planet has ever given a second thought.